Recently, Russian President Vladimir Putin visited North Korea's Kim Jong-un, resulting in both further escalation of tensions with the West and a landmark agreement that the leaders called an alliance. The agreement pledged mutual aid if either country faces aggression and covered security, trade, investment, cultural, and humanitarian ties. The establishment of this alliance contributes to the greater polarization between the East and the West and has already caused its own further ripple effects, signaling further aggression rather than progress to peace. From a Christian perspective, this escalating conflict and the formation of new alliances reminds us of the enduring truth found in Jesus' teachings, where he speaks of wars and rumors of wars, nations arising against nations and kingdoms against kingdoms. These signs are meant to remind us that the conflict will remain part of our fallen world, but instead of being distracted by it, we should remain focused on his kingdom. In light of this, the strengthening of relationship between the Russian and North Korean leaders might be the dawn of a new era for North Korea. While many will question the authenticity of Mr. Putin's faith, we do know that he is a professing Christian, and it is thus a significant change in the relationships that North Korea has kept to form an alliance with a professing Christian and a country that is portrayed as majority Christian, though Orthodox. This may signal the start of North Korea opening to outside influence and maybe even Christian influence at that. While this is speculative, God can work through any means he deems necessary. The Christian population in North Korea is difficult to quantify given the closedness of the nation. However, we do know that Christians in North Korea face extreme levels of persecution and pressure. Because of these realities, the global church has been praying for the church in North Korea for decades and continues to pray for them for strength to endure despite the hardship. The Christian faith emphasizes the power of prayer and the transformative impact it can have on world events. May we thus also believe that God can use these events as an answer to prayer, since we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. With this in mind, let us then pray for God to continue to make himself known to North Koreans and to give believers the strength to endure the persecution. For God to use this new alliance to bring about new openness and positive change in North Korea. And for believers on both sides of the East-West divide to maintain a kingdom perspective within the growing polarization and to make use of every opportunity to be a voice of peace and hope.